Welcome to the Ice Age, a show where we fight to preserve the legacy of the internal combustion engine. Anyways, moving on to Yamaha, who have unveiled a 5-liter hydrogen-powered V8. That's pretty cool, especially for us petrol heads, or gearheads, or whatever you want to call yourselves, wherever you are in the world. Automotive enthusiasts, as a blanket term. A 440 horsepower V8, which, for an alternative to EVs in an emissions-concerned world, well, at least your world won't be silent. No one likes a mute singer, right? Now, moving on from that, here's a bit of not news, but a cool discovery I made about a company called M Composite that makes a body kit for the Audi RS3. Why am I talking about this? Well, I'm a big fan of sporty sedan cars, but I don't like them to look too ordinary. I'm not a guy that likes sleepers. That's not my style. And I'm a big fan of the Jaguar Project 8, a car I definitely cannot afford. But the Audi RS3 is definitely something I can afford. But I'd want to make it look special, kind of do what Jaguar did with their Project 8, where they changed basically all the fenders, the doors, the side skirts, the bumpers, made it wider and faster and cooler and more aggressive. And I really like the look of the Audi RS3 LMS, the race car. M Composite makes a very nice looking carbon fiber, so a pretty expensive wide body kit that is a pretty good replica of the race car. And nice thing about that is that the road car has the fantastic sounding inline 5 with a turbocharger that makes it sound like a turbocharged Huracan with a slightly lower red line. It makes it sound like you're short shifting a Huracan with 2 turbos, basically. Whereas the race car, I think it has a 4-cylinder. So honestly, pretty cool. Moving on, I saw in a comment thread on Facebook between Sean Morris and a couple other people, they were showing pictures of an M-Spec nerd that had been sold a while back. Apparently, Nissan Skyline GTR R34's M-Spec NERS, you know, the most coveted factory version of the car, short of like Z-Tunes and things like that, or Nismos or N1s. Those M-Spec NERS go for over $500,000 now. $500,000. That's like 4 times the original sticker price of the car, if not 5. That is insane. And most of the time, you're gonna be paying for a car that is bone stock. So at that point, you're just buying the car for the investment, which you're kind of late because you really should have bought it like 7 or 8 years ago when they were like $115,000, or back when standard R34 GTRs were like 40 or 50 grand. But even though we all knew America was gonna lead to the prices of these cars driving up, I think we underestimated it, to be perfectly honest.